Hey guys, Master Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and in today's video we are starting off the Otherworld Warriors series, where we are going back over the units from this banner. I posted a discussion video, it was day before yesterday, so if you haven't seen that, check it out. We basically talked about the possibilities of whether or not the units from this global exclusive banner will be included in the Revived Warriors category. There's already been a good bit of discussion about it. The consensus seems to be that they probably won't be, because obviously some of these units were never actually revived, like the Goku. As much as Goku himself was revived, he never used Super Saiyan and Kaioken in the actual canon. It was only in the filler where he was in the Otherworld. And obviously Pikkon, who is a character who is only in the Otherworld, he has other versions that are not global exclusive and they're not in the category. So it seems like they won't be, but we do know, as mentioned in that discussion video, that Bandai kind of does what they want with the categories. The Shadow Dragons one is a perfect example. Super Saiyan 4 Goku isn't in it, and some people try and use the justification that he debuted in the Baby arc and not the Shadow Dragons arc, which is why Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Gogeta are in there. But that category also has Pan and Trunks, who are in it from the beginning of the series, so that argument doesn't really work. So Bandai can just do whatever they want, and it would definitely be cool for them to add these units into the category, because obviously they're global exclusive, but they don't really have a use. I mean, obviously the Goku is good on a super physical team. That's how we're going to showcase him today once we run through his card. But, I mean, if they were in the category, you could run a rotation of this Goku and the Pikkon. And not only do they both have Prepared for Battle, they have the Otherworld Warriors link, which only the units from that banner have this link, and it's a 20% attack link. So having a rotation of those two on that team, where the Angel Golden Frieza gives a 170% attack boost, that would be insane. I mean, this guy deals immense damage, sacrifices 7% HP, so obviously similar to the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. His leader skill, physical types key +2, HP attack and defense 50%, so pretty meh. Obviously now, because we have the Barbershop Awakened characters with those ghost medals, the free-to-play Nappa is a better unit than him, leader skill-wise, but it's still not the worst. Super Kaioken Kamehameha is pretty cool, the actual animation. His passive, Thundering Aura, key +3 and attack +100% when HP is 50% or above. So 50% or above is not the worst restriction. The attack boost is the main thing that you benefit from this, because key +3 is obviously normally nice on any other unit, but this Goku has such a good link set for key that he doesn't really need to give himself key +3. He has Prepared for Battle, Shocking Speed, Over in a Flash. So, I mean, obviously not many other units share all of those, but that's 7 keys worth of key links. And then of course he has Super Saiyan and he has Kamehameha. Fierce Battle, which is great that him and the Pikkon actually picked up Fierce Battle, because they used medals from the event that came out alongside this banner, but they also used medals from the actual Dokkan events, so they were able to pick up Fierce Battle, which is great. It's strange that they did that for them, but they gave Karoli the shaft when he awakened from medals from the Broly Dokkan event banner, but only got Shattering the Limit, but there you go. And of course, Otherworld Warriors, as we discussed, is the other one, which sadly you're not going to be able to trigger on any teams other than a mixed team, like a Heroes team with the Pikkon, or of course if he is in the Revived Warriors category. Pretty decent stats. 10k on HP and attack when maxed without dupes is pretty decent, and his 12 key multiplier is 140%. So overall, just from looking at the details of the card, you can tell he's a solid unit. Obviously units that do immense damage are great anyway, but giving himself a 100% attack boost and doing immense damage is pretty crazy. So we are going to jump across to the game, and we are on a super physical team, and we have taken a bunch of support units so we can give the Goku various levels of buffs and see how much damage he can put out. I've also tried to bring a couple of units that have Kamehameha, because that is a decent attack link for him to get. I brought the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku from the barbershop solely for another unit that has over in a flash. Like, if I was going to run this team seriously to try and do, say, a boss rush or something, I would bring Vegito Blue, because he has over in a flash, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, and Kamehameha. But my one is Rainbow Star, so obviously the whole purpose of this is to showcase the Goku, and Vegito Blue always has that potential to just go crazy and do multiple super attacks with crits and just steamroll through the event before we can actually see Goku get off some attacks. So I deliberately decided not to bring him, and of course we don't have him on the first rotation, so let's see. Definitely want to float the Gohan so that we can get him onto rotation with the Kaioken Goku at some point. We'll go for the Tenki with Gotenks because it's his least powerful one, and then we will not super with Gohan because we obviously want to try and get as many turns as we can. Still have a pretty decent amount of HP considering I haven't brought the most optimal team. Of course, Gotenks just going to crit for 2 million. Okay. I even bought a friend Gotenks that doesn't have many hidden potential buffs, but apparently he that one dupe that he has means that he got off the crit. So unfortunately, the first turn that we get to see Goku in action here, we are with a type disadvantage. So my Bardock has the highest defense, so let's put him in the front. Obviously, as you can see, the Goku doesn't need any ki. I do like the sprite, very cool. And we are going to get to see his super attack animation because there's no way Bardock is going to kill him by himself. I mean, my Bardock is about 90% in the dupe system at this point. I have his last path unlocked, I just don't have any physical orbs at the moment. So he can potentially crit, but even if he does, he won't take him out. So we seal him, and here we go. Super attack animation, smashing him up into that moon, and then blowing it to bits. So almost 200k with type disadvantage. It's definitely not the worst. Some of the free-to-play units that we've showcased that were SA10 and had some orbs in them can't even do 200k with neutral damage, so it's not too bad. Probably should cycle off Gotenks. Although I also kind of want to get rid of... I also want to cycle off the God Goku because of his... he's a support unit to buff the Goku a little bit, and he has Kamehameha, so... Well, we can't avoid getting the 12 key with Gotenks. Well, we can't avoid super attacking with him at all, but if he crits, he'll obviously take him out. Even if he doesn't crit, he'll probably still do a pretty decent amount of damage. So then we get to move on to everyone's favourite phase, the physical Kid Buu who spams super attacks at you. Also, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku getting the free level 5 additional. He does have the chance to stun, so it could... Oh, and he did stun him. Can't tell, I didn't see beforehand whether it was the first one that stunned him or not, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Don't get a crit Gotenks. Oh well, it didn't matter. So, okay. Well, at least on this rotation we get to see neutral damage, because we are against another physical type, and we have the support Gohan on rotation, so that gives, look at that, Bardock with over 30k defense. So that's why we bought these, because for the sake of doing a showcase, we do not want to take 3 super attacks to the face. So you can grab those. We'll give Goku the orange one, and then we will give... Well, I mean, not supering with Gohan, it doesn't really matter, because next turn we have both the Gotenkses, and they'll be on rotation with an over in the flash unit, so there's no way they're not going to both super attack. So he's definitely dead next turn. But we get to see... So we got 200k with type disadvantage. Now we're going to see neutral damage with the buff from the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which I believe is 35%. So 490k, that's pretty decent. Mine also doesn't really have any dupe system advancement. Let's bring him up actually and just show you how advanced he is. So he only has a couple of hundred in each one. I gave him his free additional and he's got a couple of points in the super attack one there. Mine does have the bottom right path unlocked, but I only recently got him to super attack 10 and I don't have any orbs, so unfortunately mine does not have the ability to crit. But you can see there almost 500k with neutral typing, and that is pretty decent. So is there any way I can... Yeah, there we go, that's only the 10. Although he's probably still going to die. I don't think I can stop... yeah, this Gotenks is already on 11, so they're going to take him out here. But I mean, to be fair, these showcases don't need to be particularly long. We just need to see... We're just getting a nice average idea of how much he is hitting for against the various types. So neutral damage 500k is pretty decent. And we are now going to get to see him with type advantage. So, and who's he got as support? Oh, he's got the Goku. And obviously, Bardock does give, I think, is it 20% attack? Yeah, so he's giving 20% attack and some ki. And then we have the Godku, who is giving 25% attack and some ki. So he's getting a nice 45% buff. This Goku also has Kamehameha, so that's another 2,500 attack. He does have Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle as well. So, aside from the Otherworld Warrior, which as we said he can't unfortunately get on this team, the Goku has all of his attack links active, and combined from the two support units, he's getting 45% attack on top of that. So his attack stat should be pretty high. 132, not bad at all considering he has no real orb investment. So let's see how much damage he can do with the type advantage. Bardock's getting the seal off, so we don't have to worry about any super attacks. Not a bad hit from him, to be fair. So here we go. 45% from the support units, type advantage 565. Obviously the 500k against neutral typing was we did have the 35% Gohan and the Bardock, so that would be what, 55%, so an extra 10%. So let's see. Again, we're not going to be able to avoid getting a big super attack with Gotenks, who will probably kill him, but let's see. Yeah, 1.5 mil. Gotenks is an absolute beast. I can't remember who it was. Somebody was saying that Gotenks is one of the worst 120 leads, which I can't understand. Like, he is ridiculously powerful. But there you see the Goku with support units on rotation. He is hitting for somewhere around 500k with neutral typing, which is pretty good. Now, we don't need to see multiple attacks from him to get an idea of what he can do. The point of this series is to kind of show off the strengths of each of the units. So for the Pycon, I want to try and show him getting some attack reduction in. So we'll probably do an event that goes a little bit longer. For the Cell, he is a nuker, so we're going to try and do an event where we can get tons of orbs. We're going to take orb changes on the team and some orb changing items. And the Frieza, he stuns and has an attack boosting passive, so he's kind of just a hard hitter, so we'll probably just show him off on a normal event as well. Sadly, with physical units, you can't, like, if you want to do a bit of a longer showcase to show damage dealing units, Boss Rush is normally the way you go, but unfortunately for physical units, because the first opponent you have to fight is Super Saiyan 4 Goku, it's not a good way to showcase the unit, especially if they can't crit. So you can imagine that with crits, this guy is easily going to hit for 750k, and once you've put some orbs into him, super attack 10 with that bottom right path filled out, it'll probably be hitting for close to 1 million, and that's on the team with 120% to stats. So if he is on the Resurrected Warriors team, he's going to be getting 170% from the leader. So when you add those two leader skills together from the friend, you're getting an extra 100% to his attack and defense than he gets on this team. So he is easily going to hit for over 1 million. And if all of the units in that from that banner are going to be in that category, linked with the Pycon, he's also going to be getting the 20% Otherworld Warriors attack boost. So you can see he is a very solid hitting unit. He had no trouble super attacking. I think we had full key every turn without picking up any orbs. So obviously the only slight downside is the small loss of HP, but when you're putting out that kind of damage, you don't really need to worry about that. So there you go. That is a brief overview of the Goku. Very good unit, very hard hitter. If the banner comes back again, I will definitely be summoning for more dupes for him. He seems like a unit that, especially if he's going to be on the category, which makes him a lot more viable to use regularly, he would be a unit that if you rainbow starred him, he would be absolutely insane. If he's not going to be on the category, then obviously his only viable team currently is Super Physical. But again, just from that brief showcase with no orbs, he's pretty decent. So running on the optimal team, you'd have him on rotation with Vegito Blue, and he triggers all of his attack links except Otherworld Warriors. And so yeah, Rainbow Star, he's easily going to be hitting for over 1 million. So definitely a very good unit. If the banner comes back, you want to summon on it for no other reason than just to get this Goku, because he is a very good unit. Very cool that we have such a good global exclusive, but definitely want him to be in a category now so we can get the most use out of him. If he's not going to be in Revived Warriors, then hopefully he'll be in an upcoming one, but for that we shall have to wait and see. So this has been the Masked Ningen. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe for more regular Dokkan Battle content. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Masked Ningen. Feel free to tweet me your summon pools or ideas on themes or teams that you want to see in the future. We are on the road to 500 subscribers here at the channel, so hashtag 500 Mortals plan all over the comments. Leave a comment down below. Let's carry on the discussion about whether or not these units are going to be in the banner. I certainly hope they are, in the category, sorry, and if the banner is going to come back anytime soon. Even if they're not in the category, because it's such a similar theme with the Resurrected Warriors, it definitely would be a cool time for them to bring it back. So we shall have to wait and see. So leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.